It's the Pit Parade, a nostalgic look at the Pittsburgh scene from the KDKA TV archives.
(1936), and Pa Pitt spends a wet St. Patrick's Day.
As we look back on the week of March the 20th, 1959, we find the Pit Parade was remembering the past as well. Turn back your calendars to this week in 1936, and you find one of the darkest weeks in Pittsburgh's history, the great disaster, the St. Patrick's Day flood of 1936. This is the actual film shot the day the floodwaters crested at 46 feet right in the heart of the Golden Triangle. The raging rivers were not selective in their fury. They smashed houses into toothpicks, upended cars, and left hundreds stranded. Canoes were the order of the day in front of Gimbel's on 6th Avenue. This is what it looked like just up the block at Trinity Cathedral and the First Presbyterian Church. Horns had water up to its awnings, and J&L on the south side took on enough water to keep its furnaces cool for weeks. The human losses were even greater. 74 persons dead, damages into the millions. For Pit Parade in 1959, it was 23 years ago. For us, it's 51 years. But still, we never remember this week without recalling the St. Patrick's Day flood of 1936.
Talking to the angels in the sky.
Back to 1959 again, when Pittsburgh was welcoming a new spiritual leader. The Most Reverend John J. Wright became Bishop of the Pittsburgh Diocese this week. Hundreds jammed into St. Paul's Cathedral to view his installation, and a little one stood outside for hours under the watchful eyes of the nuns to get a good look at the new bishop. Pittsburgh's NAACP was linking freedom with fashion this week in a fashion show that paraded some of their local stars. This is Sarah Lou Harris, one of the top black fashion models of 1959 and a Pittsburgher to boot. She was joined by Mrs. Marguerite Belafonte, who made a motion picture debut in a film starring John Barrymore Jr. and Agnes Moorehead. Money from the show went to the NAACP's Freedom Fund. And if your name was O'Reilly or Casey or McInerney, this was the week to be Irish, right down to your red-haired roots. It was St. Patrick's Day. In Shadyside, the celebration was on. The Pipers strutted their stuff down Walnut Street, past the old Shadyside Theater. Remembering this week in 1959, happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and saying cheerio on video, Bill Burns for Pit Parade.